How are you doing? We gonna find out. My decks are all falling over the place. Sorry. All right. So let's find out what your energy be like. The current energy. My Sagittarius squadron. Alright, so what is your energy? Belong to your own dream, create your own life. So it's time to start manifesting, right? If you feel like a victim of your circumstances, you're actually a victim of your own mindset. So you need to manifest, right? You need to, like, let me give you the groundwork here. So, you take your manifestation journal, right? You put on some music, put on something. You want a heightened emotion, right? You need to be in a heightened emotional state. This is where you manifest the best. That's why when you're crying or when you're elated, that's when you're going to manifest the strongest, because your core energy is activated. So heighten your emotions. Get yourself pumped. Throw on Danger by Mystical. You're going to be feeling something, right? Danger. Watch yourself, you know? But yeah, so you want to really get yourself pumped up, and then I want you to visualize everything. Be very specific in how you write it out and how you visualize it, down to if you're trying to manifest a car, you want to manifest down to how it smells, right? Down to, what the interior feels like. You want to actually envision that you're in that scenario that you want to be in, right? And you're, how is that looking and feeling completely? And then, here's the trick, here's the magic part. You forget about it, right? Once you're done writing it, once you're done visualizing it, you let it go. And just have faith that it's going to come, right? You can't sit there and hyperfixate on the outcome, because then you start creating resistance because you're energetically too fixated. You need to let go. To manifest it. So that's a trick. Sonia Choquette, she's pretty dope. She has a lot of really good videos on manifestation. Same with Florence Scovel-Shinn. Eckhart Tolle teaches about non-attachment to your manifestations, right? It's not necessarily manifestation he's talking about, but it's that non-attachment that you need to have with that outcome, because what is meant for you will come to you, right? That's the truth of this situation. So let's get into the tarot. And sometimes your manifestations will come in ways that you don't expect them to come, right? You have no idea how fast it can really come through for you, right? Alright, so Temperance in reverse and the Emperor. Okay, so Temperance is actually your card, bro. And it's in reverse, so it's not necessarily a great sign. It's telling me that you're very impatient, right? You want results right now. But you need to stop fixating on your outcome, otherwise it's going to slow the process all the way down. So you got to let go of the outcome. That's part of it. And then with the Emperor showing up, this is you, this is Aries energy, right? And it tells me that you have excellent leadership abilities. You could be in a management position, or potentially you should own your own business, right? Especially with that Sagittarius attitude. Like, nobody should be the boss of you. You should be the boss of you. Yeah, the Emperor is like somebody who takes action, right? So also take action that shows your intent towards like what you want to bring into the real life, you know? So let's dive deeper. Down the rabbit hole we go. Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Star in reverse. Alright, so Three of Pentacles can talk about connections that you make through money, right? This could be employees, co-workers, roommates, even. Take it as it resonates, but this is like being able to rely on other people to really help you out, which is hard for Sagittarius, right? To delegate and trust other people to complete something, or to, that's a hard thing, when, especially, I mean, I've been in management positions most of my life, right? So, like, most of my adult life. So one thing I've learned about delegating is there has to be a lot of trust. You can't sit there and micromanage. If you have to micromanage, you're a bad boss. If you have to be bossy, you're a bad boss. Bottom line, because you should be teaching them leadership skills. And if they're good leaders, then you can take a day off work, you can take a fucking week off work, and you ain't got to worry about them burning the place down, because not everybody is relying so heavily on you, because you trained up your team, trained up your squad, so that they know how to handle shit with or without you, right? What if you have an accident? What if you can't be there? You don't want to be irreplaceable in that way. You want to train people who can pick up the torch if need be, right? That's hard because you're very competitive, right? And you want to be the best. Being the best is being the best leader, though. It's like teaching other leaders, right? It's like being a wolf in a wolf pack rather than a wolf trying to lead some sheep, right? You want to know that if something happens to the alpha wolf, hey, beta is going to be able to step up, right? They're going to be able to come and get some shit done, right? And with the Star in reverse, right, Aquarius energy, this tells me that you struggle with trust, right? You struggle with trusting your team. You struggle with trusting anybody to accomplish anything because you feel like nobody does it as well as you. And that's probably true. Teach them, right? That's part of your job as a leader. Teach them to do it as well as you. King of Cups, right? This is being on top of your emotions. This is emotional maturity. It's also like showing up in the energy of love, right? You might have caught feelings, right? If you're single or if you're in a relationship, you're definitely like happy, feeling that energy. So let's see what else. Six of Cups, you might be a parent, right? That might be part of where your lack of trust is coming in. Also, as a parent, if you're a good parent, you have to trust that your kids are going to handle life really well, right? You have to trust that they're going to be able to, they learn from the best. They learn from a Sagittarius. Like, how could they ever be failed in life, right? They're going to be fine. Even if they go through a rebellion or whatever, let them go through it. Think about your own rebellion. Did that stop you from being successful in life? Did that inhibit you from being great? Hell no, Emperor. Okay, whether you're male or female, like, I've noticed, Sagittarians, male or female, or they, or whatever, you know, you identify as, always sit in the divine masculine energy, right? The action taker. The leader, right? The one who's gonna speak up about shit. The one that gets shit done, right? That's you, dog. Whether, you know, you're feminine as fuck or not. Like, you're still that person getting shit done. Ten of Wands in reverse, I feel like you need to unload your burdens, right? Like, sometimes you're carrying all the weight all on your own, and, you know, this is where delegation takes on its important role, where it's like, all right, now I have people around me who can help, like, lighten the load for me, right? Like, I remember working in a restaurant, and I didn't want to boss people around. My first time managing, I hated it. I did not want to be like, you gotta do this, and so what I did is I stepped in, and I was like, here's everybody's role, okay? This is the group, like, we're all here to accomplish this goal for the day. And we need structure, we need organization. I can't be, you know, running the line and also helping all the servers and also going back in the back of the house and making sure prep is being taken care of and make sure that, you know, and also take in all the, you know, shipments and, you know, make sure that I'm stocking on the inside. And, you know, it's like, I gotta have it squad. So, you know, what I would do is walk in and be like, here is our goal. Right? We're a team. This is what needs to be accomplished today. And delegate tasks. Like, all right, you're on dishes, you know your duty. You're on prep. I need to make sure that everything on this prep list is taken care of and some. So make sure you're checking your line. Make sure that nothing is depleted and make sure everything is fully stocked. And counter girls, you know, make sure you're out there cleaning shit. You know, like, delegating. Make sure that everyone has a clear idea of what your vision is for the day. And it's not about being bossy, it's about being like, we all have tasks to accomplish. I can't be the only one doing everything, right? That's impossible, and you shouldn't have to be that. If you're a good boss, your workload should be lighter, okay? Your workload should be lighter, because a good boss delegates well. So, Judgment in reverse. This could be like struggling to trust your own judgment, right? And let me clarify that. I want to see why this Judgment is showing up in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. The King of Pentacles. This kind of goes back to the King of Cups. If you have caught feelings for somebody, it looks like you're going in kind of a non-committal way, like not trying to be too serious, not trying to, because with the King of Pentacles, it's like I see this energy that you're just more business oriented. You're more focused on like taking care of your third dimensional shit. And emotions are very like multi-dimensional. They're very like, you know, it might be complicated, right? But it's like having all these feelings for somebody, but not wanting to commit or not wanting to make it too serious. Like, there's like a fear there. Even though you're not really looking at anybody else with the Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like having your eyes directly on one individual and then like, but also like being too afraid to like actually get to that commitment stage or like, you know, it's almost like, you know, those people who are like, I don't want titles, I don't want this, you know, just let me hang out with you when I want to hang out, and you know, and it might be fine and fun and all that, but that's how you lose people too, because people don't want to sit around and wait for you to be decisive about them when potentially somebody else might be more decisive about them and might actually want to give them what they're worth. So, you know, I would think about that. The Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like, you know, you really should devote a lot of love and affection to yourself as well. Because you might be, like, overextending yourself, right? You could be overextending yourself, like trying to make sure that everybody else is taken care of and so focused on getting everything else, you know, in order that you're not paying attention to your own needs, your own emotional needs, your own, you know, like you need to be able to relax, right? The world is not actually on your shoulders, and you're not actually responsible for every single thing else, right? Even your kids, if you're a parent, you know, need to be taught delegation, right? You got to delegate with them as well and be like, look, dog, this is your task for the day. This is what I need you to do. I can't be on your ass constantly. I need to trust that you're just going to do what I need you to do, you know? I feel like you need a vacation, to be honest. I feel like you need to explore, do something out of the norm for yourself, even if you just like take a weekend off or whatever. You know, you really need to get out of the house though. You need to be kid free if you have kids. You need something. You need a vacation. It's like you're just overworking and overextending yourself, and it's really, you know, like fucking with your patience, your temperament, like you're feeling more irritable, you know, and it's because you're just taking on so much responsibility for yourself and not delegating it outward to anybody else. It's like you don't trust them. The Hermit. Yeah, this is where you kind of need to go inside and have that introspection, have some time with yourself. Go out into nature, dog. Spend some time with the trees. You know, do something that requires you to not feel rushed or pulled in any directions. Turn off your phone, right? Ain't nobody existed during your time, right? It's just, you need that time to really relax, really, you know, catch a break. Just doing so much. Just being strong all the goddamn time. Goddamn. Right? Strength card is coming out. Just being strong all the fucking time. Alright, calm down. Calm down. You ain't got to be strong all the damn time like this. Like this? Come on. You're making Mike Tyson look weak, okay? Like, calm down. This is Leo energy, right? And this really tells me that you're just such a strong individual, and you probably like grew up having a lot of responsibilities, right? You were probably like the older sibling, having to take care of your siblings, or you just felt like you had a lot of responsibilities, right? You were probably like always in leadership roles and always, you know, like kind of like taking care of your friends. You were probably that friend who has that does the drunk babysitting, you know, for all your friends, and it's like, no, it's your turn to be babysat, okay? It's your turn to wild out. Queen of Cups is showing up. With the King of Cups, that's divine counterparts, right? Which is beautiful. I love that. So yeah, I feel like this person, whether you know them yet or not, but I feel like you do. I feel like you know exactly who this is. It seems like your energy is matched, like your affection and desire for each other is matched. Maybe, you know, you should explore that connection a little bit, and that might help you relax a bit in the other aspects of your life, you know? Queen of Swords tells me you're very hard-headed, right? Like, we already knew that. Very hard-headed. Or you're dealing with somebody who's very hard-headed, right? Queen of Swords with the Star card could be an Aquarius. That air energy. Air and fire go great together. Air feeds fire, right? And, you know, I feel like you could be, you know, they could be matching your energy too and your stubbornness. So don't be afraid to soften up a bit. You know, the more you soften, the more they soften. It's like they kind of match your energy, right? So soften up, ease up. Damn, being all fucking tough all the time. Jeez. Like, it's admirable. Hell yes, it is. Like, you're definitely, like, an important person, right? Just damn, like, your stress levels are gonna be up to here, dog, if you are just not taking a break, doing something for you. Um, 10 of Swords, a World in reverse. This is how you deflect. From the emotional pain and trauma that you've been through in your life, this is how you deflect. You're a workaholic, right? In your home life and in your work life. You're just a workaholic. You're always showing up in this worky kind of energy. Just right? 10 of Swords is like saying that, you know, you were betrayed and you felt defeated in the past, or you felt like a lack of control, right? 10 of Wands in reverse tells me that this is an emotional burden that needs to be released, right? You need to let it out. You need to cry, dog. That's what you need to do. With the World in reverse, it's like, I feel like you relive this a lot internally. And so it's almost like you're distracting yourself. But you need to face it head on. And not distract yourself from it. You need to face it so you can close out that cycle, because it's just going to keep coming up and coming up and coming up as a result of, like, not resolving it, right? And we've got 10-10, endings and new beginnings. We got to resolve that past hurt and all that shit so that we can have a better, happier future. The people in your present are not the people of your past, too, and that's something that you need to recognize. You can't, like, hold your present people in your life accountable for things that have happened in the past. And that's part of why resolving it is really important. You need to go on, like, a retreat or some shit. If I'm being real with them. Like a meditation retreat. You need silence, right? You're like, fuck that, I hate silence, right? Because you're a Sagittarius. I know. You need it. I feel like it would be really good for you. Sit with your feelings, sit with your thoughts for a minute, right? I know that's scary too. You're like, fuck, I don't want to sit in that. But until you become best friends with yourself, you need that. No more deflecting from your truth. And this is how you heal, right? If you get a gunshot wound, right? Say you get shot in the stomach, you know, you can put all the bandages on it you want, but the wound is going to be festering and infected and gross, right? And you can cover it up, be like, well, if I don't see it, it ain't a problem, right? And it could still kill you, right? You have to rip the bandage off. You have to address it. You have to pull the bullet out of the wound. You gotta cauterize that shit or sew it up. Do what you gotta do. Clean it up. You know, you gotta tend to your wounds, your emotional wounds. But by deflecting and refusing to look at it, that's not healing. You need to face it. Even if you need, like, a therapist to help walk you through the process, this is something you need to undress your wound and really address your wound. You know, address that trauma from the past and the things that are inhibiting you from trust, that make you feel like the weight of the world all belongs to you, right? Like, you need to really fucking address that shit and be gentle with yourself, right? I know the world hasn't been gentle on you. You're Sagittarius. I know it's been hard as hell. So you need to do that for you. You need to be the gentle one for you. Come from an area, a place of love for yourself, right? Don't talk bad about yourself. Don't talk down about yourself, right? Because how you talk about yourself will reflect your health, okay? I shit you not. It's like your brain is the boss of your body, and if your brain is telling your body negative things about you, and you're just sitting there self-deprecating all the time, then it will affect your health. You need to care about you. In the gentlest, kindest, sweetest way. And I know that's hard as fuck because you've been hard on yourself. Because the world has been hard on you. But you know what? You're not the world. You're you. And it's time to be gentle on you. I'm going to pull some Kali cards. But, yeah. Yeah. You know. I'm just telling it like it be like. You're getting all the cards today. Alright. Bagalamukhi. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of her own making. She transforms her karma from that which hinders her joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. Devi Makali. No matter what you've done, no matter how many mistakes you've made, Kali is here for you always. Yours is the safety and sanctuary of her divine love. She is your soft place to fall, and your kindest and most enthusiastic advocate. Let her shift your experience from endless tasks and ever greater expectations into sweet relief and comforting connection. Anahata... hold up. My legs! Okay. Anahata Kali. Your heart cannot be contained or constrained by what has taken place in your life. Your heart, wisdom, and empowerment is growing, and soon you shall have the wisdom and courage to accomplish something significant to your soul journey. Trust in the invisible workings of divine love in your life, and let your heart be at peace as it guides you onward. Kali Mahamaya. When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelation shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This or you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. Guya Kali. It is time to realize the true nature of certain life circumstances. Be grateful for what you have learned, but see things for what they are, rather than what you wish them to be. You shall be able to recognize, process, and prosper from the truth, and do not need to fear the revelations that are unfolding. Yes, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I will catch you later.